I finally got my hands on the 2025 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro. And there are a few changes for this model year. I borrowed this SUV from Karl Malone Toyota here in Draper, Utah. Be sure to check out their inventory. This is available for sale. Let's go and check out the window sticker so you guys can see options and features on this build. On the side is the description with the color, so magnetic gray. And this is a short listing of the standard equipment. Be sure to pause to see more. And these are the options. Base price is $80,295. This does have the panoramic roof. Also TRD performance air filters, connected services, dash cam, and this one also has the badge overlays up front in bronze for $285. Destination comes in at $1945 with a total price of $83,984. And here are the Philly comment numbers. This is probably one of the most hardcore full-size SUVs on the market today. And Toyota really hit it out of the park with this redesign. Now with the TRD Pro, this does have better ground clearance, has a little bit more sportier appearance. When you get off-road, you get sporty. I love the fact that it does have the quad beam full LED headlights with the sequential turn signals. And you guys see down below, LED fog lights, clearance lights in the middle. Now this one also has a light bar on the front end too. So you only can use it with the high beams on. So, you know, I would like to see that disabled so you can use it with the low beams as well. But I'm pretty sure they don't want people going down the highway with that too. I'm not sure how bright it is. It doesn't look that bright, but it could be brighter at night. There is a camera on the front end. You have your radar cruise control sensor right there. Parking sensors, and I mentioned better ground clearance. Also, you have skid plates too. Say TRD on there. They look to be aluminum as well. On the hood, that's a TRD Pro. And then check out the headlights a little bit closer. Has a Toyota badge right there. There is a pass-through on the front bumper too. Not sure where that air goes to. Looks like it just goes out of the fender liner. Yep, this goes out of the fender liner. Nice graphics on the fender flares, clearance lights right there. So this is gonna be a little bit wider. And these are really popular here in Utah. There's that bronze badging on the front end. So they say this is an overlay. And let's go ahead and check out this suspension. So, whew, there's a lot going on. A lot going on here. You guys can see double wishbone. And they do have a TRD Tune wishbone at the very top for that control arm. There is aluminum for that steer knuckle in there. And these are the Fox shocks, 2.5, and they're internal bypass, remote reservoir. And of course the spring rate's gonna be perfect for just cruising around town. But if you do plan on going off-road at a higher speed on a little bit rougher terrain, that's what this suspension is really for. You can see that sway bar right there. A lot of red going on down here. You can even see right there that the axle is finished in red. And then these are the tires. These are the Falcon Wild Peak AT3Ws, and Toyota loves their Falcon tires for sure. As far as the tire size goes, this is going to be a 285 65 18-inch wheel, so that's basically 32.6 inches tall, 11.2 inches wide. So it's a pretty wide tire, almost wider than some of the tires that come on HD trucks. And BBS wheels, if you know, you know. I mean, BBS forged, 6 lug, 4-piston brakes. Great design, very aggressive styling. I like that. And then here is a side view of it too. Man, that looks good. You can't beat an off-road anything. If they made an off-road car, people would buy it. They really would. I mean, actually they do. They make off-road sports cars, right? The Lamborghini Huracan Storado, and the Porsche I think makes one too. Now you can see on the mirror caps, they went with like a matted finish. Let me know you guys' thoughts on that. Turn signals, black paint, looks great on this gray, which is magnetic. And they do give you that black trimming on the side A-pillar. You only have smart key on the front doors only. They need to add a luxury package to give you all the nice features you can get on like the capstone, like the massage seats. You get the front and rear smart key system for the doors, and other things that are missing, obviously. You guys see right here, you have your off-road running boards, mud flaps down there. And out back, you have more of those shock absorbers. They are inverted too. And the framing's gonna be the exact same as you see on the Tundra. They do provide a fabric material out back. This makes it easy to clean mud out too, if you do plan on going off-road. Let's go ahead and check out this rack too. I'm sure you guys will want to see this. And you'll see that twin panel. So you can see the twin panel right there. And this has 104 pound capacity. Gives it a really nice styling. No one really uses these, right? They just use it for style purposes. And I understand that. Out back you have full LED taillights. You have your exhaust, just a single exit on this side with dual tips. They hide the hitch, you have parking sensors, and it says iForce Max right there. There is a camera with a sprayer to clean it off. LED light, looks like for hooking up a trailer at night. And then there's a button right next to your logo. So this does come open. They also hide the camera here for the rear view mirror. So you have that 4K camera for that. And if you want to open this up, you also get the sequential taillights too out back. So I do like what Toyota has done back here. This is done really well. They give you this to kind of give you that split storage in the rear. Power seats. You don't have to hold it, so basically they go up by themselves. I've done videos on $100,000 Escalades that don't have that function. Here's your net down below too. Yeah, this is definitely very unique. If I ever have time in the future, I'm gonna have to really come here and play with all this. I mean, you have this divider. There's actually 3 of them. You have one there, and then one on this side. 3 across for that 3rd row seat. There's also 400 watts and 100 watts of power right there. LED lights. This has that first aid kit too. Now, if you want to take this off, it does come undone. And you can lift it up to a higher setting too. But what I want to do today, last time I was here doing a Sequoia video, I didn't show you guys what was in here. So there's your tools for the spare tire change, basically. Yeah, this is really, really nice. I think Toyota definitely knocked this out of the park. Now, there's not a lot of space behind the 3rd row, but having this divider for storage, it's like a, I guess it's like a, what do you call it? I'm having a brain fart here. I guess it's like a tray, maybe? You can call it a tray, maybe? And if you want to put this back down, they do have the buttons here. And then there's that rear axle. And that's a Michelin tire. It's an LTX Trail, so they give you a steely with it. So it's an off-road tire, which is fine. I won't complain too much there. And then you see that TRD badging on those exhaust tips there. Yeah, this is really, really nice. And then you have your shark fin. That looks like it's matted out too. So they matted out that shark fin. Interesting. Nothing new here, but this is the standard powertrain, iForce Max, so it's a hybrid. It's gonna have 437 horsepower, 583 pound-feet of torque. It is direct and port injection, which is huge. So that way you don't have a lot of buildup on those intake valves. Aluminum construction. And it's a pretty overbuilt engine. At the end of the day, this is where the manufacturers have decided to go. And I would like to see the 5.7 come back with the 10-speed transmission, which is found behind this one. But I don't see that happening either. You guys saw on the window sticker you had those upgraded filters. Now, let me go ahead and see how easy it is to show it to you. Oh yeah, there they go. Okay, that's not too hard. That's an easy maintenance item to do really quickly. All right, let's go and check out the interior. Off-road really means sport. Keep that in mind, and you'll see that on this interior. So, red stitching, all soft touch here, here, and there. I do like the graphics that they give you. And as I said, they added a luxury package to this. You get that satin finish on some of the trimming in here. Like this came out of an SR5 for sure. But you still have auto up and down front and rear windows, which is nice. You still have the power folding outside mirrors too. It has to be on, by the way. Seat memories are right there. Place for bottles, storage. And you guys see here, they do give you a 10-way seat. Now, if you got a higher trim level, you would have a thigh support, and the lumbar could go up and down, and massage seats. So, as I said, they should just add a luxury package to this thing. But nevertheless, it's still really nice. The Chevy Tahoe does the exact same thing. They basically cheap out so much on their Z71 package Tahoe, and I don't know why they do that. Like, you don't even have a power steering column, which again, for $83,000, I'm allowed to be a little picky here, right? Just a little bit. But nevertheless, you have your lighting controls there, your automatic high beams. You can open the fuel door. I believe this has 22.5 gallons of fuel. This is how you brighten the screen right there. Odometer and parking sensors. This is how you turn on the light bar, but you have to have the high beams on to do so. Heated steering wheel, and then this is how you turn on those power plugs. Down below you guys see you have those sport pedals and unique all-weather floor mats for this one too. Let's go ahead and check out the passenger side. Now on this side, you still have a 10-way seat. And I do like the overall graphics of it too. Perforated leather, heated and ventilated. More of that red stitching. Now on the dash, a little bit of hard plastic here, but they do spell out Toyota, which I like. More of that graphic. All this is wrapped in leather. Down below, here's your glove box. I think Toyota has the best glove boxes. They do a great job with that, for sure. More leather on the side. Up top, you have a 12-volt power plug. Black headliner. You can see that twin panel too. Out back. Love that they give you the curtains. This kind of went away at one point. No one really gives that to you anymore. Captain chairs. And I didn't mention this up front, but look how wide the seat cushions are. They're even wider in the front. They do provide a grab handle for getting in a little bit easier. This seat's all the way back, lean back a little bit. I'm 6'1". I have more than enough space back here. I don't see any outboard heated seats, but like I said earlier, that's why having a luxury package would be nice for this. Single climate control, you have 2 USBs, you have a Type A, Type C, and another 400 watt power plug max. There is a hump in the center, but it's not a big deal. They do provide armrests for the second row captain's chairs too. No surprise, but these do recline, all that good stuff. These are powered seats in the third row seat, and they still give you the curtains in there. Cup holders. Do you guys see any power back there? I don't see any power. Huh. That is interesting. No USBs? That's kind of hard to believe. Oh no, there they are. Well, there's this one right there. There it is. Now these seats are not perforated, but they still have a little bit of red stitching on them. They always cheapen out the further you go back, and everyone does it. And these seats do slide forward and back, as you can see too. I like that. Really nice stuff. I think Toyota does a great job. As far as the headroom in the second row, this does sit low because of the sunroof, but if you were to skip that, you probably would pick up more headroom. Also, this probably lowers the headroom back here too. By the way, LED lights right there. Here's your push button start, and just below it is the trailer brake. Steering wheel at the very top has red, perforated leather. Here's some of your controls. Sorry for the sun too, you can't really see the buttons on this side, but there you go. TRD badge right there. 12-inch screen, 14-inch screen, 4K camera for that, as I mentioned, on the outside. Or it's actually on the inside basically for the camera. But up top, if you want to control that twin panel, you can do so right there. Also, here's a place for your sunshades or glasses. You can turn this off if you'd like. You have HomeLink on there. For your vanity, they give you a white light for the mirror there. Just below this 14-inch screen, dual climate control, audio controls, USB, heated and ventilated seat buttons, trailering. Cameras can be controlled. I like these camera views, by the way, too. Traction control can be disabled. Caution lights. Here's your locker out back. And for the gear selector, red, stitching, TRD. They have a lot of TRD in this thing. Like, my goodness, they went all out. You have a hold function if you're at a stoplight, electronic parking brake, more of that graphic right here, cup holders hidden. Place for your phone to sit and hang out and get charged. And this is a trickle charger, so if you're on a long trip, this doesn't overcharge your battery, right? So if you use those USBs, those are going to overcharge the battery. So I like when they give you those wireless chargers. More storage right there. You have that graphic. Key is right here. And storage. 2 USBs. Coin holders, and this is a spot right there for a tall cup too. Okay, now if you want to control this screen, you do have these arrows, so they give you a lot of nice information in here. Compass is right there, audio control if you plan on towing a trailer, and then they have all these safety controls here that you can turn on or turn off. You can customize what you see on the right side here. So you can add boost gauges, you can add pitch and roll, tow gauges, or you can just turn it off completely. And I like that too. I like that they give that to you to customize the screen. And then they have vehicle settings. You have to hold it too, by the way, to get in there. I keep forgetting to hold it. But a few more things you can set up with this. I like that. Now on this screen, it's probably the last thing I show you guys. This video's kind of going too long for me. But yeah, you can set up later, exit, and it brings you here. So you have your navigation. And on this big screen, like, it's pretty quick when you push the buttons. It's really quick to respond. Some of the competitors have slow responding infotainment, and Toyota actually really fixed that for theirs. Also, if you go to vehicle customize, you can customize the lighting in here. You can do door control, boarding and exit. You guys see right there what it does too. Hopefully you guys saw that. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's so much to show on these things, but I think that I hit most of it. By the way, there's no heads-up display. So here are the numbers on the door. If you plan on towing or putting this in your business name, this might be helpful. Gross axle weight rating out front is going to be 4,080 pounds. The rear is 4,410 pounds. Gross vehicle weight rating is 7,585 pounds. And those wheels are 18 by 8.5 wide, so I like to see about 8.5 or 9. All-in payload is 1325, minus 65 pounds because of all the accessories. 35 psi for the tires all the way around. I hope you guys like this video. If I have a chance, if this is still here, I will do a drive video. This one went way too long, and so I don't want to keep it going. So if I have a chance, maybe I'll do a quick drive on this thing, because I've always wanted to see how they ride on the highway, because I haven't had a chance to drive one of the TRD Pros. So yeah, stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, see you guys soon. Since you stayed to the end, I want to show you this 4 high, 4 low. It's always in 2 high for just regular driving. You have multi-terrain and downhill assist control. Multiple drive modes are right here. So eco, normal, sport. And then of course this is going to be for your off-road settings too.